How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you my Mashle Magic and Muscles episode review. This is season 2, episode 13, Mash Burnedead and the Divine Visionaries. Before I go any further, I need you to divinely click that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and you can hit that notification bell right next to it so you can be notified of more reviews just like this one. Want to support me even further? The Patreon is in the description below. Guys, Mashle has returned. And I think I found out in November that season 2 was coming. Didn't realize it was coming this soon. I gotta tell you, I'm trying to remember. Was it last year season 1 came out? I don't remember if it was 2023 or 2022. I think it was 2023. The Mashle is easily one of my favorites that has come out. And it's a shame the manga has actually been canceled. You know, they're wrapping, the mangaka is wrapping things up as I don't know if it's already wrapped up, but he's wrapping things up as we speak. I guess the sales weren't showing for it, but he's having to wrap it up a lot faster than he anticipated, which leads me to believe the anime is doing great. Like, at least everywhere, places that I've seen where people talk about it, they don't hate on it. They love the fact that the character's basically, it's basically Harry Potter with Rock Lee, but Rock, has no abilities to do magic. Although I felt like I compared this, and I've been the only person to have compared it to this. It feels a lot like Gintama. I haven't finished Gintama, but this is kind of what it feels with all of the jokey parts. But when it gets serious, boy, this thing gets serious, right? This is literally shonen comedy. I guess you can shonen comedy. Very, very fun. And I'm happy to be back here now. Just like this title tells you, we meet the Divine Visionaries, right? Not just Rain Ames, who is actually the Sword King. He is the magical tool administration. We get a quick recap of what happened last time, with Mash having to save Lemon, beating up Lang, and then all of a sudden Innocent Zero shows up and he fights this dude who makes a lot of suggestive things with a V in front of his face, breaks the mirror, and then the stupid student, one of the ones they save, he goes, "I heard everything. He doesn't have magic." This world, again, sometimes I don't know if art is imitating life or life is imitating art. That world is so damn bigoted that even someone who saved you from being in a situation like them, or even worse, dying, you still have these people going, yeah, look down upon you. I hope, however, the mangaka, however he wraps this series up, please let it include just breaking down that society and changing it, like Mash said, because these folks are annoying. So, we start off in the beginning, starts off with they're done with all of that. Then it goes into this trial. They even have a little owl bring him his letter, right? I would like to tell you all the Divine Visionaries. Now, I have those notes in my phone. And we do meet. I think this one might be my favorite one outside of Rain, because sword magic is kind of cool. But this is Ryoh Grants, which it feels like a pun on Rio Grande. He's Magical Security Forces captain, and he is the Light Cane. Now, all of them have their own symbol and a little wand or cane behind it. First of all, the quality has gone up when they're introducing these characters, as opposed to, you're seeing them and then it's just something about them. It's hard to describe. It's really damn cool. I have to admit, really damn cool to see it. He appears when you have Mr. Baldy. I remember Headmaster Wahlberg had told this guy, don't worry about Mash, it'll be fine. He says, when we first introduced to this guy, so we know where he stands, says there's no such thing as validated confidence in this world. In the end, all that matters is success. To do that, you must first believe in yourself. You got the potential to be a real man. That last part is more directed towards Mash, but I like that quote. That should be the quote that you use. There's no such thing as validate confidence. You just got to go forward and just be successful. And that's what I'm trying to do. Now, in addition to him, and we'll get to what he has Mash do in a minute. Well, I'll say what he had Mash do. He had Mash. He said he drops a card and has a candle appears and tell him light that candle without touching it. And of course, the bald dude's going like, "Oh, that's so cruel. How could he do that?" He can't. Mash has his wand, puts it on the ground, rubs it so fast, and it makes friction and fire and all that. And when not just a little fire, it makes like a flame whirlwind that lights the candle that basically looks like magic. I'm just saying the physical feats he can do are basically magic. Now, what made it even more interesting, that entire floor is stone. If you know anything about trying to start fires, you have to have friction. When stone is smooth, you're not going to get any friction. So that is another testament of Mash's strength. Furthermore, Ryoh also tells Mash that, rules exist for the majority, and if we accommodate everyone, order would, never be upheld. And I go meh, but I think he mentally goes meh because he says, here's what we need to do. Simply sway the opinion in your fashion, right? Legitimacy of opinion is not all that important, he says. All that matters is who is talking. And then Mash shows him this miracle, and Mash says to him, I get it. If I gotta sway the majority, I'll do it with my fist. I like Mash. Now, the rest of the Divine Visionaries come in. We have the tan one named Relates Revol. As a person who likes to write, I'm going to stop thinking hard about if names make sense, because some names just don't make sense. They're just there for iteration or to be kind of like here's a wink at what they do. So Revol is part of the Magical Cemetery Administration, and he's called the Immortal Cane. He has a cross. I'm going to assume that his magic is not dying. Just not dying or making zombies. Then the girl who says she's cold all the time, obviously the ice characters get blue hair. She is Surara Hailstone. Ice Hailstone. Magic Research Administration, the Ice Cane. We got Caldo Gehenna. Magical Talent Administration, he is the Flame Cane. I would love to see him and Dot interact, because Dot has explosions, he has fire. It's kind of a connection there, right? We have a Gito Tyrone, who is not black. I just thought it was point out there. Tyrone is not black. He is bald. He is Magical Creatures Administration, and he's the Dragon Cane. Now this dude's silent. He has like a spike collar on, and I thought he had a tiny orange hippo on his shoulder. That might be a dragon. It looked like a hippo. So very unique design. A+ for that. There's another lady who's talking about flexibility should be the best course of things. Sophia Brevia, Forbidden Magical Text Administration. She is the Knowledge Cane. Hers is a book. And you got the fake Harry Potter, who's just a jackass, that's talking about, we must uphold the rules. He is the biggest tropey character, and he fits in a show like this, right? A show that is comedy, that is trying to say, hey, here's this world where they say God. Even Mr. Bless asks him, who made the world? And Matt's like, some big shot. God made it, and then God made us magic, right? So those who don't have magic, you're technically bugs, and he tries to call them a bug, and it is imitating life so much that it is partially annoying me. But fake Harry Potter's name is Orter Maddle. Kind of look like you looked at Potter or Porter and saying, I'm just gonna get rid of P and just call him Order Maddle. Magical Power Administration. He's the Desert King. Not Kang. He throws sand and stuff. He just sand teleports. He's a guy. He's Gara with a wizard smock, right? And he's saying the only way that Mash can atone for is with death, and we get an interesting little clash at the end where he does the teleport. And he's going to do a sand drill into Mash's neck, and I like the fact that even though everything's supposed to be moving fast, Mash is able to move his eye and see the drill. And I legitimately wonder, even though him teleporting behind him, I wonder if Ryoh didn't interfere, which his name means Light King. Yeah. Japanese for Light King. Even if he didn't interfere and put his wand to Dude's neck and say, "You're speaking for everybody, but you're not speaking for me. You need to listen." I wonder if Mash could have just went no. It makes me wonder if he would have just said no. And of course, Rain comes in and breaks all this crap up with his sword, and Headmaster Wahlberger comes in. Headmaster Wahlberg, because he's the one that gathered all of them. Now, all this happened after a certain incident, but I'm going to get to that incident. Well, I guess I can get to the incident now, because I am definitely talking all over the place. So the incident is, remember Baldy? Oh, and there's a character named Neri Sean. He's orange, redhead fro. He's a staffer. He is he the Krillin? No, he's the Komatsu. He is the Komatsu going, what is, he's super like, oh God, all this stuff is happening. Shut up. I guess he's filling in for Finn since Finn can't be there. Although a lot of Finn's shock comes from inside his head, right? Pardon me. And thus, before all of that, where stupid Maddle still wants to kill Mash, the bald guy had a magical, or should I say, magi parasite on him. And the magi parasite, which can be seen on the back here, if you pull it off, it'll go inside you and you be the host. And the Neri kid, he says, when Ryoh wants to pull off, he says, look, the thing is the nemesis of super powerful magical people. It will make you into a chrysalis because it goes inside the body and it feeds off all the magical energy. Now, the enemy is able to communicate through this guy while the parasite's on there. Remember, Mash is not magical, so he just rips it off. It goes in his mouth, and then Mash spits it back out, and it's tied up like a poodle. And it takes Neri to go, wait a minute, did you tie it up with your tongue like it was a cherry stem? And he goes, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I also find this to be a funny red herring, because what if that thing actually went inside Mash and actually was starting to feed on some type of special magic? I consider his physical condition like magic. I'm just gonna keep saying that. But Innocent Zero want Mash. Like, they're objecting to them trying to kill him, and Mash is firmly like, I'm no one's possession, and I'm not gonna go for you to kill me. Very, very, very interesting. So just good job with making a world that I'm just like, I hate this place already. Now, earlier, Mash and everyone's kind of like, Mash is like, yeah, we're in the clear. It's fine. Apparently, they had practice with Mash to say that he does have magical power because of the rumor going around. And once some green pompadour kid is kind of pressuring him, Mash breaks down like a robot going, I do have magic. Finn grows a pair because he, when the kid goes, hey, Finn, if you're defending this magicless guy, you're going to be caught up in it too. You could be expelled or worse. And he tells him, shut up. Who I hang out with is none of your concern. I love that for you, Finn. I also love that Lance comes in and gravities the kid to the floor, and he has a cone head now. And they have a celebration because Matt says after a victory against Lang, we have a celebration, which in his room, him and Finn's room in 302, they're having the celebration. But also, the pink hair girl is there, Abyss is there, and Abel is there. Just firmly to say, we're not friends. I brought cards. Even leaves out with Finn later to bring a board game. But we're not friends. I'm not friends at all. No. Just here because Abyss got better and I wanted to celebrate. Hilarious. Obviously, Lance made all the food, and Mash still calls him Sister Khan. And when Lemon shows up, she shows up with Dot in a wheelchair, and Dot's like spitting through the thing, spit out on the pompadour guy's face. But apparently he's in worse shape than they thought. I don't know if it's true or not, because he's wrapped. He can't hear anything he's saying. He's wrapped from face to one of his feet. Like, apparently he has 6 broken ribs, 4 broken limbs, and a bunch of others, and a decompressed skull. I think that could just be Lemon, like over exaggerating, but that's the way he is. He's like shouting through the thing. You can't understand what he's saying. Is the pink haired girl? I think her name's Love, right? I think her name's Love. Like she's just eating off of his plate. Very chaotic scene, as per what Finn said. I do like that Abel scares off Pompadour as he's trying to peek in and say, I'm going to watch him not do magic, and sees him having a conversation with Abyss Walker, the guy whose evil eye scares off everyone. And Abyss is firmly saying, hey, thank you for, saving Lord Abel. I knew that they were going to try to kill him, even though, because Innocent Zero wants Mash for whatever reason. They want anyone connected to him. And Abel's third line is not natural. It was from this artificial line given from the power from those people. And he's just thanking Mash for beating him. And he's thanking Mash for saving the guy and hoping that Mash succeeds in his goal and breaking down how that world works. And he gives a genuine smile. I like this. Now, Abyss's character flaw is that he has not spent a lot of time around girls. And according to Abel, he still calls them females, which even in anime, they can tell. They can just tell certain things. That's all I'm going to say. You don't call them females, you call them girls or women. And he just goes, yeah. So he had a Mash style breakdown when Lemon was talking to him, saying, don't be scared, because he threatened anyone that beats Abel in a card game, he's going to kill him. And he just freaks out as well. It's funny. Lemon found the 2 cream puff plushies. That's adorable. That was a good scene until the owl came in and dropped it. That's why I did it in reverse, because this is about the Divine Visionaries. I wanted to talk about the Divine Visionaries. And what the next episode is Mash, Burnedead, and the home visit. So I'm going to assume they're all going to visit Mash's dad's home, maybe. One thing I did not mention, we got obviously new intro, new outro. That new intro is so good. So good. What I mean, amazing. The first intro, I'm trying to remember it. I mostly remember the Shoe Cream ending song, right? I do remember it, but this is better. This is really, really good and really, really fun. I will put both that intro and outro in the description below for you all to click it and watch it on their official channels. Really, really good. The outro had them in Tokyo, like actual modern day Tokyo, and they all had cars that represent them. I think Mash had a Corvette. It's a red car. It's a red Corvette. And others have like sports cars, except for Rain and Finn. They have these nice old style cars, the ones without the tops, that just the ones that the PT Cruisers were made to imitate. No tops. They just got in them. And at the end, when you see Mash's dad and the guy who's like, ooh, he'll be a visionary and then I'll get all the money. They're driving and Mash is pushing his car down the highway at fast speeds. I love the animation for the ending. It hasn't won me over yet, but that's funny. This episode getting a 5 out of 5. That's great. That's a good way of coming back. Great way of coming back. Addressed everything. The jokes were on point. The moments that needed to, like the pivot from haha funny, or was this another character that goes gong for shock, that goes gong, the shocking funny moments. The pivot is done so great. Oh yeah, and the bad guy who I said, with the weird and the tongue and the licking, he's a motorcycle. So why does the bad guy get a motorcycle for the ending? Right? Come on. All boys ending, by the way. No Lemon there. Kind of sad for her. Dot had a Jeep. Isn't that pretty much matches his personality as a Jeep. So 5 out of 5 for me. Are you excited for Mashle being back? I am so excited for Mashle being back. Looking forward to it. Hopefully I will be able to put the reviews out the same day that the episode is out, but didn't want to delay on that. I definitely love this. I gotta make a list, because this is on a couple of my lists, and this is a really great show. So please let me know what you thought. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of more reviews just like this one, guys. I appreciate you guys all showing up. Please be good, be blessed, wash those hands, drink some water, all right? Be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk, all right? Remember, there are people out there that care about you. So, when your health and your feelings are feeling a bit low, reach out to somebody. There are people out there that love you and care about you and rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow, all right? All right? I promise. So just, you want to talk to me? My social medias are in the description down below. Send me a message. I'll get back to you. Just don't be a jerk. All right? Don't be a jerk. And everything will be all right. And if you want to support me even further, my Patreon's in the description below. Whatever you choose to give, I appreciate all of you. I just appreciate you all watching the videos, right? So with that, can't wait. We're going to see more muscle magic. Hopefully things go in goes in Mash's way. They're going to go in Mash's way. So I'll see you next time. Muscle.